EU did it for us. Thornberry says UK can't complete big trade deals because of Brexit. Shadow International Trade Secretary Emily Thornberry cast doubt on the future of UK trade agreements as she explained the government never had a trade policy due to its European Union membership. Emily Thornberry was invited on Sky News to discuss the proposed Australian trade deal, which has raised concerns among British farmers who fear a zero-tariff agreement may mean they are priced out by cheaper Australian agriculture. Ms. Thornberry attacked the government for signing up for every deal they could find and stated they did not have a trade policy that was effective. She explained the reason why is because the European Union had looked after the UK's trade policy for 50 years before Brexit, and that International Trade Secretary Liz Truss was being complacent in her deals. Speaking on Sky News, Ms. Thornberry discussed several topics including travel, Labour election defeat, and the Australian trade deals. Host Stephen Dixon grilled the Labour frontbencher on the recent local elections and asked what about any Labour policies. After what we saw at the recent election, which were not good for the Labour Party as a whole. And what one of the key criticisms coming out before and after polling day was that you were not presenting any solid policy. Is that going to change? Ms. Thornberry replied, well, I think it was a mixed picture. I regret losing any of our councillors or elected representatives. In some places, we did really well, in some places we didn't do well. Of course, we certainly would want to do better. We need to do better in the future, and we are developing policies. I can talk to you of how long have you got. I'm quite happy to talk about Labour's trade policy. I mean, in the end, what we need to do is start off by saying we haven't had a trade policy in this country for 50 plus years because the European Union basically did it for us. So now that we're out of the European Union, we need to work out what are the priorities for our economy, and how do we get a trade policy before the election. But Mr. Dixon attacked the Labour shadow minister and said she and her party should have their trade policies sorted before elections. Ms. Thornberry bit back and said, do you know what, we've got an international trade secretary who hasn't got a trade policy at the moment. So excuse me, her trade policy is just to sign up to as many deals as possible, and never mind what it is that you're signing up to. A trade deal in the end says we will make it easier for our market to be accessed by whatever industry it is. Obviously that will always have an impact on your domestic industry. Ms. Thornberry continued and said safeguards needed to be put in place to protect both sides' domestic industries from the trade agreements.